straight ahead. It's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First down. It's Mitchell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And partner, they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field. And that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch and get a big play.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Stafford. And down he goes. the 49ers get there. Nick Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up. They can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur. Monday.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover, put your defense in a bad spot. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Here's Mostert. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down now. It's Mitchell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. The Lance now to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the 49ers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Johnny Hacker now. Away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From midfield, here's Lance. And his pass incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. That swung out to Mostert. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The Lance going to throw. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Rams, nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off Corson.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Throwing now is Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, yeah, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the whip. Monday. Watch the pass.
Now Stafford. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Woods. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Mike 2. Hey. Watch the run. 59. Mike 2.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing again is Stafford. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target.
I got one. Easy. 54 Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
To throw is Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Strong running at the 30. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run.
He was brought down by David Long. A gain of 4 yards.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room, But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. 2nd and 11.
47-yard line.
Double right. Check 52. Watch the safety creep. Hey, 5-0.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On 1st down, Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 29 yards. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Niners 21, Rams 6.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
First and 10 at their own.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, I just kept using it.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
32.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now it's Stafford. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Coming. Mike 5-4.
Stafford. That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple. 2nd down. Throwing is Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tanner Muse came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all in? And intercepted! Maybe the turning point they need. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Tucker. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays of the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. They'll try the left side. Mitchell. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
First down, 49ers.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Rams, 16.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
50-50.
Back to throw. Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And this is a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the 49er hands team does its job. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone.
Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the 49ers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the